Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Dramani Online Mathematics. You are all welcome. Today we are going to look at mensuration 1. And we are going to start with, when we talk about mensuration 1, it talks about a lot. But we are going to start about the circles. The circles, the area and the perimeter or the circumference of a circle. That's why we are going to look at it first. Okay? So, we know the formula for finding the area of a circle already. So the formula is given by pi r squared. Now, then you also know the circumference. And the circumference is also given by pi d, or you also have it as 2 pi r. These are the two formulas for the circumference, okay? The reason why we have pi d or 2 pi r is that we know that, let's assume that this is my circle, and this is the center of the circle. So, from here to here is the diameter. And from the center to the circumference is a radius. So here too is a radius. That tells you that the diameter is equals to this r plus r. Meaning that our diameter is going to be 2r. Is that okay? Very good. So from this case, when I come to this place where I'm saying that circumference equals to pi d, I can replace this pi, the d here, by the d here by the 2r, and if I do that, I'll get 2r pi. So what we normally do is that if the question is given to you and it is in a diameter straight, we use this formula, and when it is in radius, we use this formula. I hope it's okay. Good. But if the question given to you and the question is in diameter and you want to convert it to radius, then we can also use this relation, because we are saying that diameter is equals to 2r. So if I divide here by 2, here by 2, means that my radius can also be given as diameter over what? 2. Is that okay? Good. Yes, let's take a good look at this example. First example, calculate the perimeter and the area of a circle with diameter 14 centimeters. So the perimeter simply means the circumference. So if you see me using the perimeter and circumference, they are the same. The total distance around a circle is a circumference. And you can also call it a perimeter. So let's look at how you can solve this. So let me put the data down. Diameter has been given as 4 centimeters. Is that alright? So per this particular thing, first we have to find the perimeter first, which is the same as circumference. So circumference is equals to pi d, because diameter has been given. Is that okay? So circumference equals to pi is given as 22/7 times the diameter, which is what? 14 centimeters. So you all know that 7 will go into 14 2 times. 2 times 22 is 44 centimeters. Is that okay? Good. Now let's assume that you want to use the radius instead. That is when you want to use this formula. Circumference equals to 2 pi r. Means that we need to get our radius from diameter over 2, this formula. So from here we can say that our radius is equals to 14/2, which will give us 7 centimeters. Is that okay? So circumference is going to be 2 times 22 over 7 times 7. Because radius is 7, pi is 22 over 7. So you see this will cancel this. So circumference equals 20. That will be 44 centimeters. Is that okay? So it doesn't matter whether you use this formula, that's when you are using the diameter, or you use this formula, that's when you are using the radius. You still get the same answer or the same answers. Is that okay? Now let's also look at the area. Let's look at the area. You know that the area is equals to pi r squared. Pi r squared. So, but our radius, you have worked for the radius, which is 7 centimeters. So, you're going to have 22 over 7 times 7 squared. So, we have 22 over 7 times 7 times 7. So that you know the 7 squared can also be written as 7 times 7. So that this 7 will cancel this one. Then we have 22 over 7. 22 times 7 rather. So this is 154 centimeters squared. So that will be our area. I think it's very simple, right? Good. Let's look at another example. Hello, so now we have our question number 2. The circumference of a circle is 64 centimeters. Find I, the radius, I, the area of the circle. So the circumference has been given to be 64 centimeters. Is that okay? You have to find the radius. Radius R. Now, for you to find the radius, we know that circumference is equal to 2 pi R. But circumference has been given as 64 equals 2 times, pi is 22 over 7 times the radius. Is that okay? So, we are going to have 64 equals 2 times 22 is 44 R over 7. So here, cross multiplication. So I have 64 times 7 equals 44 R. Now in this case, 64 times 7 is 448 equals 44 R. So you need to divide both sides by 44. Is that okay? So that this will cancel this. Means that our radius will be 10.18. So radius is 10.18 centimeters. Is that okay? Now that you are done with that, I to find the area of the circle. So this is the I. So let me do it here. I is here. Now let's look at how to find the area of the circle. The area is given as pi r squared. Is that okay? So area is equals to pi is 22 over 7 times 10.18 squared. So you are going to have 22 over 7 times 10.18 squared. That gives us 325.82 centimeters squared. So the area is equal to that. Know that area is equal to pi r squared. So remember that formula. The reason why we do not use this formula for the circumference pi d was that we need radius, not diameter. So if you need a radius, use this formula. If you need a diameter, use this formula. If you use this formula, when you get the diameter, then you divide it by 2 to get the radius.